Alright, I'll figure out how this new Twitch stuff works. So, right, Trico said that he is playing Jeddah now, right. Okay, well, the stream seems to be working, so I guess that's fine. Okay, now I'm paying attention. Every now and then I have to see that my chicken's not burning, but other than that, yeah. For some reason it decided to take more than 1.5 hours. It's been a while since I fried chicken. Okay. Whoops. Forgot about that.
I never noticed the flame at the top of the screen before.
Where's the cheat sheet?
Didn't notice what before?
The flame at the top of the screen, it glows in the direction
yeah.
of whoever's hitting.
Yes, exactly. That is a very subtle thing. It took me like 3 years to notice, and actually someone pointed it out to me, like Vic did at some point. I was like, what are you talking about? Just, yeah. Game is fast. I'm busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry for the lack of commentary. Just trying to manage things on the side. Okay, what do we have here anyway? BB Hood and Jetta. Okay. I mean, today's like a kinda a casual set that we're doing like not every month, but like every now and then. Since people like to play Vampire, but maybe not all the time. So it's just worked out that way. We even have like a Vampire tournament at in like a few months, but that's like later. just some beginners having fun with the game. Just Ryan, you've got double jumps. So still remembering how BB Hood works, Phoenix?
Somewhat. I'm gonna try to do my supers yet again, but I'm getting back into it.
Yeah. The thing was simple, like at least the rifles were like quarter circle forward or back with 2 buttons. Think punches. Yeah. I guess I can grab the wiki for you guys and put it in the text chat just in case somebody needs it. I'll do that. Okay. High tentacles.
Okay.
So tentacles, basically, there's 5 of us. I can't play because I'm injured. And in about 10 minutes, we'll rotate you in. So just stick around. And yeah, that's how it'll go. We're just playing casual sets. That'll be alright. Okay. Phoenix, do you want me to look up anything for you? Like the supers?
I already got the Doors open. What tank?
Okie dokie.
I'm
Good.
trying to focus on not to get
Killed, yeah, no problem. Yeah. Jeddah is, yeah.
Yeah. Here's Jeddah.
Yeah, he flies around a lot and jumps into the air a lot though, so really I'd use the hunters and just shoot him out of the sky. Well.
It's also ranging me a lot.
Yeah.
Timeout.
Yep.
Oh.
Something that happens either if actually it just happens if people are just fairly similarly skilled, I guess, in this game.
Mm.
Me and Vic have a timeout every now and then, but like every now and then it happens a lot actually. Just I don't know. I play somewhat defensively and Vic plays the Chinese hopping vampire Lady, so we get timeouts. Despite constantly being in each other's faces, I don't know. It's not like you could zone in vampire. Not really, anyway.
Right, I forgot the double jump, I forgot.
Yep, gotta make use of that.
Yep. Gonna rain mines.
Yeah. By the way, Tentacles, if you can hear me, how good are you at Vampire? Like, what's your experience level? Not very good, it's been a while. Okay. But are you like 5 hours familiar with the game, 30 hours, 100 hours, something like that? We have a lot of people here who like played the game maybe 5 times in their life. With months apart for some people. I mean, ultimately I'm going to match everyone against everyone if we have time for that. It's just like so I know who to match against whom at what point in time. Okay, so you're probably experienced. Got it. Yeah. I see the hunters are working, Phoenix.
Yes.
Yeah. Like Jeddah's just going to have to deal with that. That is.
Yeah.
That's a problem. but yeah.
Yeah. I love it. Super from point blank.
Yeah, yeah. As Trico, if you think he's going to do like the hunter, yeah, do that one. You might be able to even low profile the hunters with moves like that. I know that. Yeah, but some people are really tall when they're crouching. I think Jetta might be one of them. So yeah, but yeah, that's something to try. Try crouching the super. If it doesn't work, then try low profiling it with maybe that super where you just. Yeah, exactly. This is exactly what I meant. Super good. Yes. There you go. That changed the matchup. For everyone that's playing, do one more match than the one you're doing right now. You finish this one, do one more, and then we'll rotate people. I'll be right back. Alright.
Oh, it's really good. I've never seen that. I think I have seen that before.
Snap me out of that one.
You said something there, Tifu?
I hadn't noticed him turning human before, but I think he has, so just not paying attention.
Okay.
That was the wolf guy.
Yeah. Yeah, Gallon. Whatever his name was in English again. Yeah, John Talbane, yeah. Exactly. John Talbane. Such a 90s edgelord name, I don't know. Detective John Talbane. In this case, just a martial artist, I guess, but still. It works.
Trico, you're having annoyingly good timing with that one.
Yeah. It's a good move.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. And then it's and it'll allow him to keep you on your toes so he can fly around again. I mean, that's
Well, I can just keep dropping mines on him then.
yes. Yeah. Yeah. A good anti-air for Jetta, if you don't have your back towards the wall and they're jumping like sort of in front of you, is also this scythe move that he does. Where he kind of delays it and then hacks down. Or the claw thing. The claw thing is even better. Yeah, you were using the claw swipe move. I have no idea what these moves are called. I haven't played Jetta. Alright. So I guess people are waiting on their new rotation. So Phoenix, you'll help me comment on whatever. So you'll sit.
Okay.
you'll sit this one out. So I guess let's just throw well, we have to mix these, so how about Tentacles and Raktor? You two match up, and Tifu and Trico, you two fight.
Okay.
Cool. By the way, in case I match you with someone that you already fought, just tell me. I won't notice. Okay, good. And then
which one are we spectating?
the one with tentacles in it. I want to see how he fights. So Tifo and Trico are already matched up, so we'll wait for Raktor to challenge Tentacles. And once we can see the match, we can just spectate. There it is. Standard procedure. Sasquatch. Okay. Yeah.
Sasquatch is real flexible.
Yeah. Like he's sort of like him, Talbane, and Felicia are just these hopping, getting into your face characters. Like Sasquatch can be pretty rough to deal with. Also has some command grabs, but he doesn't need them. just jumps at people and beats them up. Yeah. Yeah, like the Bishamon player Raktor is like not 100% used to Bishamon yet, so sometimes he drops the follow-up with the backwards fireball thing, but he's been getting it down every now and then, so he'll be fine.
Is Bishamon more of a defensive character, or?
I guess as far as vampire goes, sort of, but not really. He does like a lot of damage with his sword strikes, and he can get in your face really quickly. He does have a really good like guard cancel DP, no? But he's really good at using it aggressively, so to speak, right? So it's like, yes, it's a defensive maneuver, but he's not defensive. You can use him that way though, especially at this skill level, right? Because he's got a lot of range and does okay damage.
Okay.
Sasquatch, on the other hand, super aggressive. Like, yeah. The short hops he does, his forward dash, right, where he just bounces, he counts as being in the air, so he can do air normals during that. So they're all overhead.
Okay.
Yeah. Same thing, by the way, for Felicia and Gallon. That's sort of their thing. But yeah, just Sasquatch does an incredible amount of damage really quickly, so it's something to deal with. Technically, his range isn't that good, but he's got several special moves and EX moves where that's no longer an issue. So I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like he doesn't really have weaknesses. Doesn't really have a projectile, unless he uses meter. But it's vampire, so you have meter, so whatever.
Whoa. Okay, ice laser.
Exactly.
But since he moves so fast, it looks like the better strategy against him would be to be extremely aggressive as well.
Yeah. I mean,
if pretty much every dash can be an overhead, then kinda have to kill him before he gets to you, right?
yes. To be fair, that's every matchup in Vampire, kinda, but it's extremely the case against Sasquatch. Like, if you let Sasquatch breathe, then he'll just bounce on you, so we just need to murder him. Though, I mean, we say that, but like, at this skill level, you can also do like a lot of footsies because people are not. Like you can also tell like Tentacles can't do the short hop versions of Sasquatch's hops. Like, I mean, yeah, he can, but like it's not constantly doing them. Basically, Sasquatch and also Felicia, you can, if you go like 664, right, forward back, you can make the short hop extremely short. They drop to the ground immediately, so you can overhead very fast and go into well, B&B. It's yeah, an ordeal to deal with. Felicias are a little harder. I can't do them, or rather I can, but not good enough. Just yeah. To be fair, there's maybe like a handful of people in the world that can do those properly, so but I tried. I couldn't get it to work. Like the wiki for Felicia players that Chichio wrote was like, if you want to start learning how to do these short hop cancel things, then play Sasquatch. His are easier. Just okay, but I've never tried them that much with Sasquatch. Just confirmed that it works, so not sure how hard it is actually. Yeah. By the way, you don't have to have any game knowledge. We'll just talk about anything. Just so feel free to mention anything, including how fuzzy cute Sasquatch's Hanna-Barbera style cartoon animations are. Doesn't really matter. It's not a professional stream.
Well, he is rather fluffy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's the designer's favorite character actually. I wonder why he's top tier.
Can't imagine why, now that you mention it.
Yeah, yeah.
Seems to be rather weird.
Yeah. Just, yeah. I am surprised though that really nobody around here plays this character, right? It's because nobody around here cares whether you play like top tier or low tier, right? And play whatever you like, right? It's just for some reason Sasquatch just clicked with no one here. It's just everyone has like a really specific idea about which character they want to play. I mean, we even have a Bishamon player, right? But Sasquatch's like no one interested, even remotely, right? Just there's more people thinking about maybe playing Victor than playing Sasquatch. This is ridiculous.
Oh. I just stuck with the first character I somewhat liked. Because, to be honest, I couldn't be bothered trying out the rest. Like,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Which is kind of funny because you picked like one of the characters that once you get into the character just a little bit more than like I don't know, week 1 skills gets really hard execution wise. Yeah, not the hardest, but like top 3 easily.
oh well.
She's fun though.
Oh yes.
Yeah. It's just rushing people down while charging and also sometimes doing command grabs is really weird to handle.
Or backdashing and leaving your mine behind you.
Yeah, that's just a bunch of stuff. Wow, I think that's the second time I command grab with. It's good.
Ooh. Of getting a bit more careful.
Rata.
But stun is fairly long, isn't it?
Yes. I don't know if you can even wiggle out of that. Like that move just has its own kind of stun animation, and then you're free to do a follow-up or two. I think there's 2 different ones, maybe more. But the time window is like somewhat small, so you do have to be ready for having hit the other person. It's just a matter of getting used to it, right? Like once you're used to it, you'll always get it out. But it's short enough that if you're not playing consistently, it's not the easiest.
It just looked relatively long, but then again, yeah.
It's vampire, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Game speeding up. Ice laser.
Yep. He can throw penguins too.
Not sure why not.
Yeah. It's like he's one of those characters that has 2 different dark forces. You know, when you press like 2 buttons of the same strength. The game's heavies. And he can either give himself like I think hyper armor, or he has this weird thing with like it's gliding penguin bombs. I don't know. I've seen it like maybe twice in my life. So it's
But him with super armor sounds scary.
it super is, yeah. I mean, Bishamon can do that too, no? But like Bishamon is can't output that much damage that quickly, right? At least until you learn like some of his other stuff, and that means that it's a little. You have to be slightly more tactical about using his super armor. Sasquatch, you just turn that thing on and you smack the other guy in the face. Yeah, it's just,
I'm invincible now.
yeah. Yeah, like difficulty to play versus like character power tier lists in Vampire is pretty funny, because you know, first rank is like Sasquatch. How hard is it to play? One of the easiest characters in the cast. Who's right after him though? Lord Raptor. One of the hardest characters to play in the game. Just yeah. The distribution is all over the place when it comes to that. Though that's also because the game is old. I mean, some characters should be easy, but their high level tech is really hard because, well, I mean, people came up with it years and years later. People didn't think about balancing that. They didn't know. By the way, the current match that you're playing right now, whoever's playing, last one, and then we'll rotate again. Alright. Timeout. Yep. Okay, so let's see. Tifo, you'll take the break now. If you want, you can comment with me once people are in the matches again. I guess like let's see. Let's make this not too complicated. Ractor and Trico were just fighting, right?
I fought against
Tentacles, right?
Tentacles.
Okay.
Before that, Tifu.
Before that, Tifo. All right. Okay. So I guess if we have Phoenix versus Tentacles and Ractor versus Trico, those are new, right? Then let's do that. Okay, Phoenix versus Tentacles is up, so now just Ractor versus Trico. And I guess Tifu, once the Ractor versus Trico match is up, we'll spectate that one. Okay.
Yeah, sure. Just restart the entire thing. But sorry. Seitdem Mutual auch nicht hätte gewusst.
Everything working alright with you guys?
Yeah, he had the wrong character.
I see. Okay. Yeah. Arcade reset.
And I forgot what the direct button was.
Yeah, no problem. I think F3. Okay. Tifo, feel free to talk, but I know you probably won't, and that's okay too. I just pulled you over here in case we talk. Then we have the same match in front of us. Yeah.
By the way, how does grab work again? Or something like...
Forward and a medium or heavy button.
Okay.
Any of those will probably throw someone. Also in the air. Just have to be really close. Yep. Okay, it's a match here. Cheddar and Ractor. I think the last session when these two were playing, Trico was playing QB and Trico was mostly winning, I think. Though Trico did really good last time overall, so I don't remember. But yeah, Ractor got a little better with Bishamon, just also hasn't played in a while. Backdash out of the ground grab. Okay, that's funny. Does grab, laughs, wins by timeout, laughs again. Okay.
Sagacious.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'll look that one up.
Wait, did the game say sagacious?
He said he's so sagacious.
Oh.
Or something.
Ah, I see, okay. Okay. I see. I mean, I was wondering why you had occasion to use use that word, but okay. I just took it for granted. Didn't even read what was on screen. Yeah. I wonder how this matchup plays. Like, in Jeddah, obviously, you can fly around and put down the wheels. Though, yeah. So I guess like Bishamon's just going to have to find a way to get in there. He doesn't really have like a lot of just horizontally moving, vertically upwards stuff. So it's going to be a little hard to keep Jeddah on the ground. If he does, though, he should be able to just slice him into pieces. Murata. So, when you were playing, did you remember your stuff again, Tifu?
Yeah. Well, I had to wiki just to remind me.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I found those. The seer things that Jeddah puts out. I found them hard to get past.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They are.
Tricky. Yeah.
Yeah. Like with Galen, right? The werewolf.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, indeed. I tend to just jump forward and block. Just at least with Felicia, but I say that it's way easier for Felicia because Felicia can just jump at like 5 million different angles because she could just jump off of the wall. That was actually kind of a cinematic timeout. Like both people just turned their backs to each other, like, "Talk." You win this one. Disgusting.
Ah!
I'll be right back. I'll check if my chicken's burning. It shouldn't be though. Everything's alright. Super armor. Hyper armor, I mean. Whatever. I don't actually know which one he has. Looked like hyper to me. Okay. The difference is that super armor is just like, I don't know, it lasts, like it's infinite, so you can get hit a bunch. But hyper armor, in addition to that, so in fighting games, every time someone gets hit, in most fighting games, the game actually freezes for a little bit. It's called hit stop. Hyper armor, characters with hyper armor don't stop during hit stop. It's just it gives them a really liquidy kind of feel when they're being hit because it looks like they're just ignoring time. I don't know.
It's like, haha, you've hit me. I keep hitting you still.
Yes, which to be fair is armor in general, but yeah, it looks even more that way just with hyper armor. It's really scary. Really rare nowadays. Like super armor is rare as it is already nowadays, but like hyper armor, I don't even know a modern game that has a character, or a game that came out in the last 10 years that has a character with hyper armor. If so, it's probably some weirdo Dujin game. Like, I don't know. Nichiyu, the fighting game. That would be hype. I would play that. Ooh.
Up.
Okay. Oh, nice. See,
What? What?
see,
Oh,
Rector
yeah,
is not
excellent.
letting Jeddah do his game plan thing. At least Jeddah's being careful. That's the time to strike. I'm planning the matchups. Normally, like, there's a mutual acquaintance slash friend of me and Vix. He's more like a visual novel player, but he plays also Skullgirls. And he made like a software for us to handle like bigger session rotations. But I haven't used it in over a year. Because either I did like a tournament bracket where I pre-did everything, or the sessions were like manageable size, or I was awake enough. Normally 5 people I can handle, but I didn't sleep that much, so I need to just write it down.
Damn it.
Tifu, who did you play so far?
Trico and Rector.
Trico and Raptor. Okay, I see.
Wow. Sasquatch doesn't even need to duck under the hunters. He can just stand still.
he's kind of short, weirdly.
Yes.
He's just very, very, I don't know, broad, thick.
Too bad I don't have an airstrike.
Yeah.
Oh well. How did that not hit you?
I see, I messed up. Okay. There will be some match repetitions, whatever. Okay. Current match, last match before rotation.
So we stop, I think, we just finished.
Yeah,
Right.
Vampire is really fast. I'm sure the others won't take more than a few more seconds to kill each other, too. Okay. So, next one taking a break will be you, Rector. You can then commentate on the same match I'm watching or do nothing, whichever you prefer. Matchups will be Trico versus Phoenix and Tentacles versus Tifo. I think those two are new. You already played Trico? I see.
In the first round.
Right, you did. Okay, so I guess then you haven't fought against Tentacles yet, right?
I'm playing against Tentacles right now.
Oh, good. Have you fought Tifu?
No.
Okay, great. Then I hope that Tentacles and Trico haven't fought. But if they have...
He just wrote he hasn't.
Okay, good. Then Phoenix versus Tifu and Trico versus Tentacles.
No, it was the plan! GG's. That Sasquatch is hard to fight against.
Yeah. It's a struggle. Gotta go in. Okay. And I guess the match that I'll put on air is... let's see what we got. Phoenix versus Tifu and Trico versus Tentacles. We haven't had Tentacle Tifu on screen yet, so I guess let's put Phoenix and Tifu on screen. I guess that one hasn't started up yet. Okay. There we go.
Hey,
Oh yeah, that was this canon match, right? Bad Wolf and Red Riding Hood. Yeah. I see.
I can't remember the part about Uzis and Karate Belt, but you know.
I didn't understand that.
It's a canon match, just... Personally, I don't remember the part about missiles and, you know,
Oh,
karate
yeah,
moves.
I guess that's new. I guess that part's new. It's the...
But you know how it is, right? Legends are
Yes,
conveyed somewhat sparsely.
exactly.
They might just have missed that part.
Sure. Yeah. the Grimm brothers were asking this time traveler from the future, and he was like, yeah, and they were using like EP-33 laser rifles, and they're like, that guy was drunk. What do you even mean? Just
Let's rewrite it for Disney.
yeah. To be fair, that's not even like a fairy tale. It's a musical thing, right? But
I actually don't know what the origin of it is.
yeah. Or is it a musical? No, I think I just mistook it with a different Child and a Hunter thing. It's fine. It's something.
Maybe you're mistaking it for Peter and the Wolf?
Yes, that is what I thought it was, and that's not what it is. Okay. Let's see, Phoenix versus Tifo, Trico versus Tentacles, and the next round...
It's proto-walk time.
Yeah. Ractor, who have you fought so far?
Tifo, Trico, and Tentacles. I can speak the Tentacles.
So you haven't fought Phoenix, basically?
Yep.
Nice.
Oh, we are fighting at the moment.
No, Ractor, I mean. Ractor hasn't
Oh,
fought you yet.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. You can concentrate on the fur ball flying in your face. Okay. Yeah. Ah, then it'll actually work out once we get around to that. Good. I guess we can just make these two sets a little bigger. Yeah. Okay. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So what's the matchup
What the hell?
look like so far?
Just have a thing guard something something.
A guard cancel?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Characters can do that. You can, I'll check the wiki to see like how specifically you guys as characters do that.
Oh! Almost. Nice one.
Yeah, though I wouldn't recommend trying it. It's a... If you feel confident that you can pull it off, then you should though. Okay, let's see. Guard cancel. how does BB hoods work? Yeah, so during block stun, dragon punch and kick, no? 6-2-3 kick. But you have to be kind of fast about it. If you do that, then you will cancel your guard and you'll hit the other guy in the face. It's absolutely free. You can use it with meter if you like, but you don't have to. For the werewolf, it's with punch. So yeah, the dragon punch, motion, and punch. Just a Shoryuken. But yeah, it's you have to be rather quick to do it. It's a powerful tool in Vampire. It's definitely something that at some point one needs to be using, but people end up using it fairly late because of the timing involved. It's like a lot of other things in Vampire that getting good at is more important, but it's extremely strong defensive tool. There's also push block. That one's easier, I guess. If you're blocking, just mash the buttons. The other guy will go away eventually. It's basically it's every button you press increases the percentage chance that you will push block the opponent away, and the last button that activates it determines the distance. So if the last button you hit is heavy, they'll get pushed back way further than if it was light. So most people do a piano something like light, medium, heavy, right? Or light, medium, heavy. There's some different techniques. That's easier to pull off at least, because if you're blocking for a long time, then you'll get it pretty accurately. Yeah. Command grabs. No boss on. Yeah. By the way, Rector, feel free to do whatever you like, right? Like I just
I'm
only
spectating Think Templars fight.
I see, okay. Sure. I guess actually I will switch over to spectating that in a little bit too. Just to have a different matchup shown here. Then I can watch the same one you're watching. We don't have to talk, but like maybe we want to. and then having like a common basis, maybe, alright.
I can commentate much.
Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. Don't feel forced to. It's just non-professional stream, right? That's fine. So that's tentacles and Trico. Let me spectate that one. Oh, whoa! I can have both open at the same time. I didn't know that. That's gonna confuse OBS, isn't it? Nope, it's fine. Okay. Okay, right. Sasquatch versus Jeddah. I see, like, Tentacles is doing pretty well. Makes, well, not in this match, I guess. Oh no, it's pretty close. Yeah? Okay. It's, yeah. Yeah, Jeddah is kinda frailish in comparison. Jedi has a fun time. Laughter.
Oi.
See that Trico's trying to play a little bit keep away. I say that and then he command grabs him. I mean, makes sense to me, like, that can work in this matchup. Yeah. Just get Sasquatch to be on his toes a little bit, and if he's like standing around, grab him. Solid Jedi plan. Getting tight on the life. Yeah. Trade was gonna do it, yeah. So, Raktor, how was getting back into Bishamon again after like a bigger while of not playing?
I still remember his hoverboard that was reversed
Yeah.
instead of everyone else.
Yeah.
I got it decently out, so sometimes I failed, sometimes I got out, but this time was okay.
Yeah. It looked better like last time to me, but like didn't see all of your matches last time, I guess.
But the problem I had this time was I'm still not used to the charge time. How long I have to charge.
I see. He has like what does he charge? Like I don't know how to play Bishamon.
I'm not quite sure myself, but I think you have to hold back and then press forward.
Okay.
At least that works most of the time for me to get it out.
I see.
So I assume it's kinda like that.
Yeah.
Hold backwards and then forward.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know for how long I have to hold back. It's something I need to get used. Then I still remember I have to, well, not to have to, but I can just spam medium kick to gain meter.
Yeah.
Just spam it randomly for half the time.
Yeah, I mean like if the opponent is giving you time, right? Let me help you with that move though. It's like a half circle from back to forward. Karamedama, right? Well, that's in the air, I guess. My bad. Or do you mean like the sword slashes? Where he slashes a bunch?
No.
Yeah, that is a back forward charge indeed. My bad. Like back forward punch for the higher one and kick for the lower one. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I see. Yeah.
It's just I don't have the timing yet.
Yeah. That's understandable. That's the only charge character you've played too, right?
Let me think. Yeah, the first one.
I see.
I mean, I guess Elton has the shot which are kinda charged if you want to go
Sure.
up and down, but
Yeah.
it's not really difficult to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just basically hold the button a bit longer. Don't hold, just hold button.
Yeah. Like under Night Eltnum, right?
Not my blood.
Yeah. Just in case people are wondering, we're doing this set and the next set a little longer, so don't worry. I have an eye on the clock from when we're going to switch. It's just that it works out better that way. So just keep at it.
Close.
Nice. Got 8 bars while running away there. I mean, that's just how it is sometimes in Vampire. It's like, I don't really have time to use a super or EX. And Trico is actually starting to look like he plays Jedi. Using some more of the tools that Jedi uses a lot in these situations. Yeah, getting that triple down off can be tricky. Like the super where Jedi is grabs you into the ground, into this blood thing. It's like down, like really fast. So it's can be hard to get. Everyone grabbing into nowhere.
The moment when two people grab at the same time, just slightly too far apart.
It was a little bit more silly. Sasquatch was trying to hug someone who was in the air, so he missed. But Jeddah was doing the dive kick laughing grab, but just totally went over Sasquatch's head and did nothing. Just yeah. Yeah, Trico's doing a good job keeping Sasquatch out. That's pretty good. Got a little too arrogant, got slammed in the face. Yeah, Tentacle's trying to think of how to get like maybe an anti-air option or something else in there.
A safe anti-air? Or good anti-air?
Yeah, that punch he was doing at the end is pretty good. It's just against Jeddah's specific attack angle, it kind of sucks. Yeah. Tentacles plays plenty of characters though, so I think you've played this game a bit. I mean, he didn't have time to answer me fully earlier, but he said like Sasquatch is like a character that he doesn't know as much, I think. So he's kind of learning him now. I mean, good opportunity to do so, right? Everyone's kind of at like a lower skill level here. I don't hear button mashing. Did you guys stop fighting?
My controls aren't good right now. Oh.
I see.
It was between matches also, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
I don't know, Steam just decided to open up, I don't know why.
That happens sometimes. It's probably like you could update right now. Or something useless like that. Okay. That's something one can do. It's just Card cancel or use the EXDP thing. Sasquatch is in now. Ah, good use of the EXIs. Yeah. Air grabs. Oh, that was kind of lucky. It didn't get hit by the ice pillar, which is just barely above the one that spawned under him. It's good. Okay. For Trico and Tentacles, the coming match is your last one. For the others, if you're near the end of your match, then play one more. Okay?
Yep. He's got nunchucks.
Yes. He's a martial arts werewolf.
I guess I've got a Mr. Launcher in my basket, so I can't really complain.
Yep. Lockdown, jeez. Ooh. Yep, got him to way too long. Nice, nice, okay. Okay. The others are still finishing up their match. So, next, Trico will be, okay. Next, Trico takes a break, and we'll have, Raptor versus Phoenix, and Tifu versus Tentacles. Those are new matchups, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. So just to repeat again, Tifu versus Tentacles, Raptor versus Phoenix, and Trico takes a break. Though when I say take a break, that's unless somebody plays past 8 o'clock, that would be your final match, Trico. So if you want to leave now, you can do that too, whichever you feel like, or you can stick around to see if anybody is still playing at that point.